So here's an interesting one, fellow Star Wars fans, and I'm going to rely on you guys and girls for a little bit of assistance on this because I'm not entirely sure what I've got here. Now, to me, it looks like it's some sort of official program for the Phantom Menace. It was published in 1999. It didn't come into my collection in 1999. It's come into my collection kind of recently when I managed to sort of obtain this little mini haul of some guy off eBay. But looking at it, it looks like a tour program. I'm not saying it is a tour program, but it has that same sort of feel to it as when you go to a concert and you buy a program or you get a program and then it's got all this stuff in it. And I'm going to go through some of that. So if anybody knows the backstory behind this, where it came from, what it is, I would very much appreciate and drop it in the comments. It's quite a decent size. It feels pretty quality. It does say here it was published by Tribute Publishing, and this is an English edition, printed in England by Acorn Web Offset. Beyond that, I don't know, but it is interesting. It's like 25 years old. This thing it's quite impressive. Got a whole bunch. I'm guessing this is something that you would. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't really want to go into a whole spiel about things I'm guessing about, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff about the cast in the film. So we get a lot of stills of the actual movie. I do have a fond spot for Phantom Menace. I'm not one of these that will bash it or say it's terrible. I'm not a huge fan of Jar Jar Binks, but he doesn't ruin the film for me at all. I think Ahmed Best did the best job he could. George Lucas was obviously very happy with him. It's all good for me. We have a lot of silliness throughout the Star Wars movies anyway, and Jar Jar Binks is just another one of those things on that list. He's fine. He's harmless. Yes, he's a little bit annoying, but is he more annoying than a battle droid? To be fair, I still cringe when I hear a Raja Raja. Kind of niggles me a little bit, but again, not enough to ruin the film. So this is a well-to-do. I'm gonna call it a program because I don't really know what to call it. It just doesn't look like something that you would buy in a shop, and I will explain why. Because in the back there is no barcode. There's no price. There's no price on the front, so it looks like something that you were given or you sent off for or something like that. So I am a little bit puzzled. So if people who are watching this do know, do let me know, because I'm very, very curious. There's a whole wealth of little mini interviews in there with like Scott Squires, Dennis Muren, John Nolan. We can't leave out Rob Coleman because I've read the other three out. Go Rob, I will keep you going as well. It's in pretty good condition as well, considering that it's 25 years old. I was on eBay and I found somebody that was selling a job lot of Star Wars things, and I just put in like a really low bid. I think I bid about £5 or £6 and I won it. So, about a week later, this box arrives with just all this random Star Wars stuff in it. And there's some pretty good stuff. I have done some videos. I've done some Star Wars postcards that were in there. There were different size postcards. There were a couple of official annuals. So I'm trying to go through a lot of this. It wasn't a huge supply because remember I only paid a £5 for it, but I did get sort of a wealth of Star Wars stuff in there, which I want to do videos for, mainly to show you guys and girls, but also to find out the backstories of some of these items. Now, if we look in the back page, it does fold out. So episode 1, and look, to come, episode 2 and episode 3. Do you remember those times when we were very, very excited at the thought? And then I'm guessing it goes on to the timelines, but there is no timeline beyond Return of the Jedi, is there? Because we didn't know we were going to get one. So, and on the back, a little bit of a scratch there, but I'm not too fussed about that. I thought I actually said something down the side there. I'm going to be like, oh, I've answered my own question, but it's not. It just shows some of the writing. So what have I got? What is it? Is it a program? Were these given away at cinemas? I genuinely have no idea, but I would love to know. So I'm asking for your assistance to let me know what the heck this is. And have you seen it before? Obviously, if you know what it is, you probably have seen it before. But if you don't know what it is, what do you think of it? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. May the force be with you, always.